love. They just want to be on TV.
Well, see, and you can tell with The Bachelor. Like, I don't even know what season or what number this is, but you can tell how the production of it has been taken over. How many couples from The Bachelor, Bachelorette are married? Mm-hmm. One, the first couple. Mm-hmm. They're the only ones that have actually gotten married and have stayed married. And that was, way back in 2000, before they knew how to, fix things and manipulate things.
That's like, how many times did Flavor Brett Michaels try to find true love? I mean, were they trying to find it when their money run out, or were they trying to find it because their hearts were broken? No, they were trying to find it when their pockets were thin and they wanted to make that money.
And do you all notice that these shows, like these housewife shows, how many of y'all watch Basketball Wives out there? With Tammy and Evelyn and Shawnee O'Neal and all of them. Do you notice that none of these women are really wives? Atlanta Housewives. None of them, I take that back, with the exception of Kim Zolciak.
Yes.
And Lisa Wu Hartwell.
That's it.
And I believe that's it. Nene is in the middle of a divorce. Nene Leakes is in the middle of a divorce with Greg Leakes. I believe Sheree Whitfield has finalized her divorce with the football player that she was with. So none of these women are really truly wives. Not for real. They were former wives, has-beens. They were married to these men years and years and years ago who used, like Basketball Wives. Okay, most of those women on Basketball Wives, they were married to women or dated, engaged, whatever, to these basketball players years ago. These men are now old and tired. They're not even in the league anymore.
No, and that's what I was explaining just the other day. We were watching, because there's now Baseball Wives, and
oh my god,
my fiance, he's more familiar with the baseball players than the basketball players or whatever, and he's like, what, and I was like, no, listen. The wives is loosely. You can be a wife, an ex-wife, a jump off, a groupie, a test tube baby. The wife is loose.
A loose term. It's not meant to be taken literally.
No, it's not a literal term. It is anyone trying to get money, trying to get back at somebody who's angry and doesn't have a diary. It's just you don't have to be, and that's what eludes me. That you don't have to be a wife.
Just some chick who used to be married. And that's the thing, Ollie, they used to be married or used to be with these men. They're not with them anymore. So how are they wives? And it seems like, and this is just in my respective opinion, that it seems that it just serves as a platform for bitter women whose lives aren't in the best shape as they were years ago when they were married to these men. And so you stick them all into a room together. Of course there's going to be tension. Of course there's going to be anger, animosity, enmity, cat fights, because they're all bitter. But like I said, that's just in my respective opinion. And I always keep my mind open to saying that may not be the reason. So like I said, I always keep my mind open to realizing that may not be the reason. But just at first glance, and that is all I have taken as a first glance at shows such as Basketball Wives. So that's just what I see at first glance. It could be something very much so deeper than that. Like for instance, the incident in which Tammy, when Evelyn, one of the stars on the show, revealed to Tammy that she in fact slept with her husband while they were married. Of course, it's been years since Tammy and this husband of hers has been married, and Tammy, of course, did not like that a whole lot. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with this segment, I'm trying to make it relatable to anyone out there who may not be familiar with this. There is a cast member on the VH1 show Basketball Wives. There's a young lady on there named Tammy, and there's a young lady on there named Evelyn. Evelyn is one of the cast members on this show. Evelyn explained to Tammy, who was also a cast member on the show, that she slept with her basketball husband years ago when Tammy and this young man used to be married. Well, Tammy then proceeded to charge at Evelyn and almost beat her up, and she was later, she was then restrained by her cast members as well as the producers on set, and that too became one of the infamous moments in reality television. That charge when she basically told Tammy, you weren't even a factor at this point, and so the fact that I slept with your husband did not matter. And so things like that, it's just like, why would you reveal that on a net? People are watching you all over the country. Why would you? That's so embarrassing.
Well, you look at before the reality shows got real big, in the late 90s, the biggest stories, and the mid 90s, the biggest stories were Monica Lewinsky and Paula Jones, was that her name? And those people came out and said that about a president of the United States.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that kind of shows you if what's the saying, art mimics true life.
Yeah.
That kind of shows you where it was headed towards and what people wanted. Those were the biggest stories. That's what everybody paid attention to. You had people like Newt Gingrich and Ken Starr making names for themselves. So, people will do whatever it takes at the end to get on, to be famous and to be recognized, and they think that they're truly loved by all these people when, they're nothing more than I guess you could say like a what they called freak shows. And back when they had the traveling circuses, and you would see the bearded lady and all that stuff, and that's really what people love to go see, that stuff. You always remember hearing about when back in the day when people went and seen the circus, and that's what our generation circus is reality shows, reality TV.
Yeah, I mean, and talk about like hypocrisy or how late things are and relevancy. Like Evelyn, who is on Basketball Wives, she's married to Ocho Cinco. Like, she's engaged to a football player, kicking up dirt on the basketball show for something that happened 5 years ago. Like, what?
Way more than that.
I mean, years ago. Like, what is the point of stirring the pot?
Yeah.
Well, I remember that episode. I remember.
She just wants to be on TV. I mean, basically what it boils down to.
Yeah, and things like, when I see things like Jerry Springer, oh my gosh, you all, it's funny. It really, I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even want to give this opinion, give this idea to anybody that, I'm too perfect to watch reality television, I'm too perfect to watch this mess. No, I'm telling you, I have watched it. I have been humorously entertained by all of this drama. The Real Housewives, Jerry Springer, Maury, you're the father, you're not the father. I've been entertained by all of that, so I don't want to put this, this facade, this image that, not to me. No, I don't dare watch reality television. No. I watch it. And there have been times in my life where I've actually centered my night watching these shows. I don't do it anymore because my life is kind of just going into another direction. Especially working in this industry now. I understand that mess and that drama really has no positive place. And it does. And now that I'm actually working in this industry, I understand it better. See, when I was just a kid watching that stuff, it was just, I can't, wait to watch Flavor Flav. I want to watch Nene and Kim go at it on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now that I'm actually working in this industry, I now realize I do not want my life surrounded by that mess. I do not. It's enough being known, especially in this town, with this show. It's enough being known, on social networking, on Facebook and Twitter. To me, I'm good enough with people just knowing me for that. I don't want cameras following me everywhere, on my every step, doing, capturing everything that I'm doing on film. Some things just need to be kept private and out of the public eye. So that is why I now want to have your business out there and just don't do certain, and don't put yourself out there to be known. Quite frankly, I want to be known for being one of the best radio talk show hosts in America, and that is all that I want to be. That's all. That's all I want to be known for. I don't want to be known for the guy who can yell the loudest, the guy who can cause the most drama. I don't want to be known as the guy on a show who rose to fame because he did the most cussing or did the most punching. I don't want to be known for things like that. I just don't. I don't want those kind of things written in my obituary when it's time for me to go. You know?
Yeah. You don't want to be the person that they have. I learned this. They keep files for certain people of their obituaries already written. Like, I would not want to be... To already have your life written out that way. No. I don't want to be that kind of person.
I don't either.
Definitely not.
Yeah, and I don't know that I would really seriously, as much fun as it looks to go on Jerry and cut a fool and act crazy and throw chairs and get to punching and, you know, have the security guard guy break you all up. As much fun as that seems, I don't really know if I'd want to even embarrass my family by going on that. I don't really know if I really want to. Oh my gosh, I can only imagine my mother watching me on Jerry freaking Springer. I can only imagine. Oh my God, what would my father say? Oh my gosh. Oh my aunts and my cousins, my grandmother. Oh my goodness. What would my grandmother say if she saw me on Jerry? What would my grandmother say if she saw me, you know, if I was let's just say if they made a male version of House Husbands, and I was acting in the same manner that the rest of those housewives or these wives act. Oh my gosh, I would be embarrassed beyond belief. I'd be embarrassed beyond belief. Well, you all, it is 58 minutes past the hour here on 91.9 FM WLJS. I want to thank my guests so very much for sharing in this night with me, Mr. Adam Buchanan, Mr. Billy Keith Dunn, Miss Sierra Tillman, and Mr. Torrey Green. I thank you all so much, all of you wonderful guests. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your night to come share in this program.
Thank you.
And I hope you all had a wonderful time being here as much as I did. As always, it is a pleasure having the opportunity of speaking to you all from this microphone. I always take an opportunity to be grateful, to be thankful for this job that I have been given, this position that I have received, to be able to speak to you all across this country and all across this world. It is a blessing, and I will never, ever, ever take it for granted. You can tune into us next Friday, the same time, same place as always, at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. Remember, we are streaming live worldwide via the web at www.latenightwithedmore3.com. And remember, you can also listen to us at www.919fm.webs.com or www.tunein.com. Remember, when you go to www.tunein.com, go to the top of the page and search for WLJS. It has been such a pleasure being with you all here on this Friday evening. My name is Ed Moore III. We are signing out to you from the Communications Building here on the campus of Jacksonville State University in Jacksonville, Alabama. We'll see you all next Friday. Have a blessed and wonderful weekend. Good night, everybody.
Go ahead and talk all you wanna. I built up a shell and it's hard as far more. It seems like every step I take up, trouble comes along with the bread I cake up. But you ain't doing nothing if you don't have haters. So welcome you to do what's in your nature. I'm like a jet airplane, way too high to hear you throwing salt on my name. I know I'm not the only one. People love to hate you. Go and throw your hands up. Spread your wings, cause you got fly above. I fly above all the drama. I fly above. I fly above. I fly above. It's beneath me. It's beneath me. It's beneath me. So I fly above all the haters. cause you fly, then gon' throw your hands in the sky. If people jealous cause you live your life, then gon' throw your hands in the sky. See, I can't even worry about you and your insecurities. The only thing that matters is my family and G.O.D. I'm a shooting star, but my feet still on the ground. And when you're flying high, they just wanna shoot